Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Liz, and today I have a productive day in the life with me. I am taking off the Christmas bedding off my bed, and then we are doing a kitchen rearrange. So I hope you guys are excited for today's video. I'm excited for you guys to watch it. It has all the motivation. I get down on my hands and knees. I scrub my kitchen floor. It was disgusting. Now let's get into it.
I never knew love could be so sweet. I never knew it would sting. I never knew love like this would leave me in pieces. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of
So the quilt that I'm going to be putting on my bed, we actually got for our wedding. It was a wedding present. I believe it was from one of my husband's friends, and there was a matching bed skirt that we got with it, but we had to throw it away. It got mildewy from being in our storage unit for too long. It was gross. So here I'm taking off, obviously, all the Christmas bedding. I'm going to be putting that away and then changing the sheets. I'm going with a soft gray sheet set that I actually got from Aldi, which is funny because I just took an Aldi bedding set off the bed. If you've been watching, definitely check out your local Aldi. You can find some really good stuff. And the king size sheets that I ended up finding, I think I only paid like $15 for them. A regular set of king size sheets range anywhere from 20 to $100 if you're going in a store. I've gotten some sheets off of Amazon that I really like as well. They're my pink ones that I have that go with my pink quilt. That set I think was $45, but that has a higher thread count in it, and it's so soft and so luxurious. But anywho, that's besides the point. So I wanted to do something light and airy, a refresh of the bedding, something nice that can go between winter and spring. You know what I mean? Something that makes it easier for us to enjoy while it's still cold out, before we get to see all the green come back, which we haven't had a lot of snow, so I think that spring is going to be early this year, but you never know. Depends on how Groundhog's Day is, which is in February, so we have to wait for that, which is terrifying that we're already done with the first week of January, but that's just a whole nother thing in itself. So here's that soft gray bed sheets that I'm putting on the bed. I do sometimes have a hard time putting these on the bed because I forget which way they go. I should check the wear pattern on them because I can see the balling on the sheet, which is from mine and my husband's feet. So once I found that, I figured out, hey, it goes this way. And also, do you guys like sleeping with a top sheet? My husband hates it. I love sleeping with a top sheet. My kids also hate sleeping with a top sheet. What are your thoughts? Leave it in a comment below.
when you leave and close my door. Oh, Emily.
I absolutely love this quilt. It is so soft and comfortable. And now I'm just putting the rest of the bed back, the way it goes, the way I like it. My husband hates all of our pillows, but I love the way this looks when it's done, when I'm done making the bed. This throw I actually got from my mother-in-law, and it is so comfy, so soft.
Good morning, everybody. This is gonna start it's not so much gonna be a reset. Well, it's gonna be a reset, but it's a productive day in my life. You're gonna see me take care of the kitchen. I already switched out the bedding on our bed. Those are all towels that I have to fold behind me. I already did the girls' clothes. I washed them, dried them, and folded them all this morning. I've been awake since 5 a.m. I did darken my hair, so it's a nice light golden brown color now. So now I'm going to enjoy some YouTube. I'm sitting on the bench at the end of our bed, and I'm going to eat my breakfast right there. It's 3 fried eggs with a whole avocado, some onion, everything but the bagel seasoning, and Parmesan cheese. So I'm gonna eat that and then probably get my I don't know, we'll see.
Oh, Emily.
So this is load number 5 that I did on this morning. I do a lot of laundry, especially when I'm bored and I want to kill time. Like I mentioned in my previous clip. I don't know. I haven't had enough coffee this morning. Anywho, that's besides the point. So here I am folding all the towels, all the bath towels, the kitchen towels, my cleaning towels. I do wash my towels separately from my sheets. I do make sure that when I wash things, it's my girls' clothes, my husband's clothes, towels, sheets. I separate all of them. Obviously, when we move, I then can wash my whites with my whites and my darks with my darks. And I'm really excited to do that because half of the time when I have white clothing, or any of us have white clothing, they end up getting like a color dye residue on them. It's kind of gross. I don't know. Do you guys have that issue if you live in an apartment building with shared laundry? If you don't, I mean, that's totally fine. We live in an apartment building that has shared laundry, so that's why it does that. But I cannot wait until I have my own washer and dryer. So now I am moving into the kitchen. This is before I start getting everything going. I'm going to take care of the dishes, and then I'm going to start moving things around because it gets pretty hectic and pretty nutty.
And every day, every way, I feel I can't lose. I wanna shout it out, ain't no limit. I wanna shout it out to the world. You got me all worked up, got me spinning. I'm crazy for love, crazy for love, crazy for crazy for love. Crazy for love. I found a miracle, I found the dream. Living is beautiful with you and me. I found a miracle, I found the dream. Living is beautiful with you and me. I wanna shout it out, ain't no limit. I wanna shout it out to the world. You got me all worked up, got me spinning. I'm crazy for love, crazy for love, crazy for.
I wanted to make sure that I emptied the dishwasher and reloaded the dishwasher before I started doing anything in the kitchen. I also am going to tell you that when I start cleaning the stove, it is disgusting. You're going to see it. The burners are gross, all that jazz. So you'll see I end up taking the burners off, and I do end up replacing them with my secondary set of burner plates that I have underneath my sink. I did that on purpose. When we move, I don't know if we're going to have an electric stove or a gas stove. I would love to have a gas stove. I grew up with them. I love them. Cooking with them is so awesome. You can actually control the flame. Whereas this electric stove we have, my front left burner is nuts. It has a mind of its own. The burner will go scorching hot when it's on low. It's bizarre. I don't know. I don't understand. But I can't wait for the different appliances that we'll have. A bigger fridge, actually having a kitchen table, that will be really nice. I'm thoroughly excited about that. Actually being able to sit down at a kitchen table, all of us together, to have a meal, have our food out so people can actually grab what they want to eat. You know what I mean? Actually sitting down as a family and being able to enjoy a meal together and not sitting separately. I'm very excited about that. I'm not, what's the saying? Counting my chickens before they hatch, but I cannot wait until we can all do that together. See how dirty these burner plates are? They are nasty. I also will tell you too that my burners themselves and the the holders that are underneath it, 3 of them are broken off. I don't know how. Maybe it's just over time it happens. If this has happened to you, leave it in a comment down below. But do you see the stuff that's underneath? Ew, it was gross. That bucket that I have is actually for us camping, so I can clean dishes. But I decided to bring it inside because you know what? We're not using it for camping. I'm gonna use it inside. I have my little Grove caddies, but they only do so much. So I figured this one would be really awesome, and I end up using this to help me hand wash the floor in the kitchen. You heard that right? Hand washing. It was gross. So here, yeah, I'm just wiping the top. I am going to wipe the underneath of the electric stove. If you have an electric stove and you didn't know that this opens up, it does open up. You just have to be very careful that you don't pull the bracket off in the back, because it is a pain in the butt to put back in. That happened to me before. I think I showed that in a video before, but man, it was gross. I'm also going to be wiping down the face of the stove, the face of the cabinets, face of dishwasher. You'll see it all in upcoming clips.
This might be right. Either you feel it or you don't. Might give it a try, yeah. Our bodies collide. Baby, you're everything I want. Let's give it some time, yeah. Somebody told me I should hit and run, but they don't know, they don't know, they don't know. Nobody knows but us, how we roll, how we roll. Nobody knows what we got but us.
When I was wiping this down, it made me realize, hey, I need to actually do a deep clean of my oven. I should probably do my oven cleaner and clean that, because it is nasty. Because the outside is all nice and pretty. The inside is not all nice and pretty. I try and do an oven clean 4 times a year, once per season. I know that sounds pretty sporadic, but because we live in an apartment, I have to be extremely careful of using the easy off. We do have the oven clean setting on this oven, but I like to make sure and be safe, especially with our cat, because this takes, like, the easy off takes 2 hours for it to fully work. I want to make sure that we're out of the house for the 2 hours, which will be a little hard with Maisie, but we have a harness, we have a leash for her, so we could just bring her on a walk with us, which I'm sure she'll thoroughly enjoy. So as you have seen, I just moved over to that cabinet off to the right of the stove. I'm putting my towel back on the stove that says Our Nest on it. My husband got that at the Acton Fair for us. The Acton Fair is in Acton, Maine. We love that area. It is so quiet and people are far away from each other. They're not on top of each other like a city, and we're looking forward to that type of a prospect where we're intrigued in, like, looking to purchase for where we potentially are going to be moving. So after I wipe down the dishwasher, I'm going to move on over to the other set of cabinets and wipe that down before I start doing all the other stuff. I will say too, when I opened the left door of this cabinet, I realized that the bracket down at the bottom is loose. This happens quite often. I don't know why. It's only that door on the cabinet, so you see they're both like uneven. So I had to fix that as well.
It's a hot day. I'm hanging in the sunshine. You should hit me with the splash gun so I cool down. Won't you come on over? We can party till the sun's down. Baby, let me buy you a drink while we're dancing a blink. I could go for some Queen Bee too. Maisie's going boom boom. Baby, if you're looking for some crazy, I'll tell you everybody's standing in a line for the water slide. You can come on over. We can take the roller coaster. And you know everybody's looking for a ride in the water slide. Water slide. Well, it's just another Friday.
Right now, we're getting into moving things around. When I started moving stuff around in the kitchen, I thought I would end up selling that 3-basket tier stand, but I ended up finding a new home for it, and I actually really like it. It will make it easier, especially for when I have onions and stuff like that, because I was thinking of putting the trash can where I put those baskets and put the baskets back next to where the pantry ends up, and then putting the trash can at the end of the island, which is where it was. But you'll see how it all works out in the end. Trash can goes back where it was, the whole shebang. So I'm going to let some music play. You're going to see a whole lot of moving around. I do retighten the island because this is an island that I built. Some of the screws are loose. You don't see that on camera. I did that off camera just to save some time, because that took me about 20 minutes because I had to find the right length screwdriver and all this jazz. So if this is somebody listening to this that likes to build their own furniture, please keep that in mind. If you build furniture, keep your hardware, not like your hardware, but your utensils that you use to put together whatever you're building, because they will loosen and you might need that again.
I'll tell you, everybody's standing in a line for the water slide. You can come on over. We can take the roller coaster. And you know everybody's looking for a ride in the water slide. Water slide.
You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge.
These shelves I'm taking down, you'll see what I end up doing with them. I end up moving them down next to where the top of the hutch is on the wall. It ends up looking really nice because that's where I put all of my like brown sugar, my oatmeal, my raisins, my chocolate chips, things like that. I put those there next to the calendar, which I don't show you on video, but I did update it. I just put the month and all the days on it. I haven't put our schedule. I did update our meal list for the week. So tonight, the day you're seeing this, we're doing lasagna roll-ups. I think I'm going to film making those because it's something super simple, super quick that you can make for a dinner. You can make it ahead of time. I'm also gonna make my own sauce to make it easier too, because I love homemade sauce. I love my homemade sauce. I love the way it tastes. I'm also going to put meatless grounds in it. My oldest was very happy to show off that she was wearing one of her new pairs of pants that she got for Christmas. Is it just an us thing, or do you guys also get your kids clothes for Christmas? We've always given them clothes for Christmas. Whether they're older or younger, I will continue to do so. As they get bigger, it definitely will be harder because with them still sharing a room, technically speaking, they could share the same clothes, but because they're getting older, they're not young anymore. I would rather keep their clothes separate and not have them share, which is, they can share hoodies because they wear almost the same size, but it's regular clothes because like hygiene purposes and stuff like that. I don't like to let them share. With hoodies, they just wear it for a few hours and then they take it off. It's not something that they're going to be wearing all day, so I'm okay with them sharing those. Is that another like thing that other parents agree on, especially if you have two of the same gender or multiple of the same gender or whatever they identify as? Also leave that in a comment down below. I'm curious.
You can do whatever you like, you don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right, don't have to be scary.
I also forgot to tell you guys what is in this bucket. So it's hot water in the Mountain Fresh, Adirondack Fresh cleaner that I talked about a few videos ago. I put that in there, and then I just have a cleaning rag, and I'm going to be wiping down the walls. You're going to see me clean the floor. I do the same thing with the wall that the hutch is on right now, the one that's next to the broom. I couldn't remember the word. Yeah, next to my broom and dustpan, I do wipe down that wall as well because it was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Like, some of those stains, I don't know how long they've been there at all. And I am really sad to say that. I'm also really looking forward to not having white walls when we move. Really looking forward to that. I think I've said that a few times, but I have always wanted to have white everything. That was my dream. White everything. This was also when I didn't want to have children because it is pretty known, especially with my family, I was always very vocal about not wanting to have kids in the future at all. And everything changed when I met my husband. I know that sounds really like cliche, but it's true. I didn't want to have any kids, and then I met my husband, and it was just meant to be. We have 2 amazingly behaved children. I am very proud of that. Very proud. And it's mind-blowing because with me not have my dream of not wanting to have kids, I wanted to live in a townhome with my live-in boyfriend, have white everything, and have cats. That's it. That's all I wanted. And I wanted white long-haired cats, which is ironic because my youngest loves white long-haired cats, as you probably saw because she's wearing a Marie shirt right now in this video. But yeah, that's what I envisioned for my future. And then I met my husband, and it just all changed. And I am forever grateful that it changed because I don't think I would be as well taught in life as I am now. Because I have struggled a lot in life, not openly about it. Not a lot of people understand all the struggles that I went through, and that's fine. But I have learned so much, and I've grown so much as a person than who I was back then, because looking at myself at that point in life, I was so selfish and so self-centered, and I've definitely grown to be more of I was an empathetic person, but I've leaned more into being more of an empathetic person, more caring person, someone that people can trust. And it's not like they couldn't trust me before, but it's I'm more of a reliable person. I think that's what I am leaning toward, like trying to get to. So this is going to start like my coffee bar area that has my KitchenAid mixer. I have a flat socket, like flat plug extension cord that I got off of Amazon. It's a block, and the plug on it has a flat panel on it, so you can put furniture up to it. I got it on purpose so I could plug multiple things in at the same time, especially in the kitchen. Now, there is 2 plugs in this kitchen that we don't use, and it's the one that was behind the hutch on the wall that I washed, and the one that's behind the hutch right now. We don't generally use those. We just use the one that is on the same wall as the light switch. I don't think I have ever used the one that's near the fridge at all. I don't think I've ever used that one. I don't even know if it works. The building we live in is old. It was built in the 60s, and a lot of this stuff, like our intercom system was put in, I think, in the 90s, and a lot of it hasn't been updated. So, like our electrical boxes or our electrical box that's downstairs, they've kept it up to code, but it's still quite original to when this building was built.
Taking kickback, unwind, surrounded by widows that feel like mine. These are the people sharing you up. Tears is for tears when things go wrong. Oh, a friendly show, yeah, they got your back. With a love like that, there's nothing you lack. It's more than just being there. It's a vibe, heart-to-heart moments, believe me. Always by your side.
Oh, and this pantry that you see, I actually got from my dear friend Amanda, and she got it from her old work, and they were giving it away for free. This shelf is probably like $400, but I got it for free, and I thought this was the most amazing deal I could ever do. I had a very small pantry before. If you've been watching for a while, you would know that. So I just used the Everspring Lemon and Mint multi-surface cleaner or all-purpose cleaner, and I am wiping down the shelves of this before I move it to where I'm going to put it, which is on the wall that I washed. And this is not heavy. I am very well versed in moving furniture. If you've been watching for a while, you know that. It's something that I grew up doing because me and my dad, I'm definitely my father's daughter, we like to move things a lot, especially like around the house. I don't like things stuck in a certain place for an extended amount of time. It freaks me out. It freaks out my brain. I don't know. I've always been like this. It's something that I've grown to get used to. My husband doesn't like it, but it's just life. It's adult life. I was also like this when I was growing up. Like, I would have rearranged my room at like 3 a.m. I know there's a lot of people that do that here on YouTube. And if I had started YouTube when I was a teenager, you guys would have seen it a lot. You would have seen how different I was. My emo phase, my scene phase, you would have seen all that. Because yes, that was me. I was that teenager. I was that preteen that was super emo, super scene, super hip, super fun. I know I sound really like gross saying that, but it's true. I had the skunk hair clip-ins. I had the big bows. I had the bow headbands. I had the side swept bangs. I still rock my hair in a side part because that's the only thing I feel comfortable with my hair. Still love skinny jeans. I've been wearing skinny jeans since I was like 10, in hoodies and band tees and high tops and low tops. Like, yeah, I haven't changed. When I record, I tend to wear something that's more, I don't know, minimal, which is why you see me in a workout tee and some leggings, but that's also because I did 2 bar exercises before I started laundry. I also did, I did a Pilates workout after I started laundry, so that's why I'm still in this. And I figured, you know what, I'm going to be moving around. I'm not going to change until I have to leave, which is what happens after this clip. That's just an overview of what the kitchen looked like. I love the function of this. If we had a more narrow island, then it would work easier. So obviously now you can tell I changed. I wore clothes outside the house. This is post bringing my oldest to a cookie rally for Girl Scouts, and then me and my youngest went to Walmart. We ended up getting a toy for Maisie, and her new like window bed came in. It's one of those suction cup window beds that I got from Amazon. I love that thing. This candle that I'm putting on the stove, you've seen me, I purchased this before. This is the Cozy Comfort by Mainstays. I love this. It is a staple candle in my home. This in the Cozy Cashmere, I think that's the one from Target. Oh, love those. The Cozy Cashmere I can have out all during the fall, and Cozy Comfort all throughout, like spring and the summer. I love those scents. And then during the winter time, bring on the spruce, the pine, all of the woodsy smells. Those are the smells that I like in my home on a daily. So you just saw, I just fed Maisie. I got her the yellowfin tuna, like Nutrish wet food. She had a little bit of it, but she's been pretty off because of everything that's been happening. If you don't have pets, I don't think you would understand the notion that your pets know when something's wrong. So she's been very lovable and very tired. She is the only cat in this house for now until we move, but she's very well aware that something's going on, and Mama is affected somehow. So she's been very lovely, very cuddly. Right now she's actually sleeping on my lap. Like, she's very she just wants to make sure that everybody's okay. So now I'm moving on to cutting up some veggies for our soup. I wanted to make chicken pot pie. I'm going to talk about it in the clip that you're going to see in a few seconds, but I ended up making chicken and potato soup, and then I made some cornbread on the side. I did not video the cornbread. It's super simple and super easy. I think I actually showed you guys how I made cornbread before, but it's on my to-do list today to make some more bagels and some bread and things like that, which I have to do obviously when I'm not doing a voiceover for this video. Gotta love mom life. I have a lot of things that I have to do. So here I am cutting up an onion. I already cut up some potatoes. I'm going to cut up some celery and then add that to my Dutch oven, which when you see me add it, it is like screaming hot. And then I add some garlic to it and seasonings and all that shebang.
We found love here. Together we will shine, but we know we're running out of time. 'Cause we met like strangers in the night. Don't tell me it's over. Now you got that something in the way you smile. I see that spark lights in your dark blue eyes, so I can't let you go without telling you this now. I wanna see you again. I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I will give my love to you, but will I see you when I get there? I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I will give my love to you, but will I see you when I get there? Oh, we can make it for the world to see. 'Cause now I know you'll be a part of me. I wanna share my hopes and dreams with you, but will I ever see you again? I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I will give my love to you, but will I see you when I get there? I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I will give my love to you, but will I see you when I get there? When I get there. Will I see you when I get there? Will I see you when I get there? We found love here. Together we will shine, but we know we're running out of time. 'Cause we made life.
All right, so I am making chicken pot pie for dinner. As you see the kitchen how it is now, I actually think I'm going to put the island back where it was, and I'm going to put my coffee bar back over there. It's kind of like the reverse of what it was, but now there'll be more room over there, and I can put mugs. Well, you know what I mean. You'll see. Trust the process.
Strangers in the night, don't tell me it's over.
I also did realize too, after I rearranged the kitchen, I have so many more places to put my tripod, so I can actually film more things for you guys. I can actually film more cooking videos, which is why I got that tripod that follows you, but it doesn't work most of the time. So here in my Dutch oven, I'm adding a can of mixed veggies. I add a can of diced potatoes and a can of cream of chicken soup. I'm gonna add that all into my Dutch oven, and it already has the celery, my onions, and potatoes in it because I had leftover potatoes and wanted to make sure I used them. And then in the other pan, I'm actually boiling chicken. This is a maple and sage rubbed chicken that I got from Hannaford, and I just boiled it. You're gonna see me cut it up, and then I add it into the soup and just let it cook. When my husband ate this, he said that it would taste really good with gnocchi instead of the cut up pieces of potato, which I think I'm gonna do sometime in the future, like a chicken and gnocchi soup with spinach and stuff like that. Make it really hearty and really, really nice. So here I'm gonna be pulling out the chicken and cutting it up, and I'm gonna let some music play, and I'll be back in a little bit.
Why don't we say
that it's too late for us now. Why do we stay when I blame you for the things that weigh me down? 'Cause in the echo of your silence, I only hear what's best for me. Yeah, in the echo of your silence, I'm thinking more of her. She who wants to study your body, who gets the better version of you. I need the better, better truth. I need the better version of you. I need the better version of you. I need the better you.
So after I add the chicken, I just let this sit for another, like, it's 5:37 on the clock on the recording, if you can actually see it. I let this sit for about a half an hour before I ended up serving dinner, just to let it all marry together and all cook down, because the chicken I cooked separately. So when you do that with meats, you want to add them in to really infuse the flavor. So if you see, I have my pie shells and stuff out, but I'm going to end up making a pie tonight to go for dessert for dinner. I think I'm gonna do an apple pie. I really love apple pie. My kids love apple pie. They like when I make it, and I might get some ice cream as well. So here is just the snack pantry shelf that I have. I'm just going to be putting this back together and making sure everything, just is cohesive. Things go where they go, because life is as life is, and things just end up in random places. So this clip is going to round out today's day in life, productive, tackle it with me, whatever you want to call this. It's more than likely just going to be a productive day in the life. I do have a bonus video that's going to be going up either Tuesday or Thursday, or maybe even Wednesday. It's going to be completely out of the ball field, something completely different that I haven't shown you guys here on this channel. So I hope you guys enjoy it, especially if you are a longtime subscriber. You will know that I've talked about my artwork before, and this is something that I got actually for Christmas that I'm going to show you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.